Some Emmy noms came out today. Brockman's all fired up.
Yeah, no, we're just a big fan of television and pop culture here, and the Emmy noms were announced, and I was just looking at the shows, the best drama series that came out. Better Call Saul was nominated.
I hear it's good. I was told yesterday I should see this show.
It's back last night. No spoilers, obviously, but if you saw last night, oh my God, like what an episode. Euphoria, Ozark, phenomenal. Severance. We had Adam Scott in here last 2 weeks ago. Squid Game, Stranger Things, Succession, we love.
Eight nominations?
And
really?
Yellow Jackets.
It is a lot because now they let you vote.
8 shows.
Because I vote for them. I get to vote.
Boy, when there's some writer out there who's just putting their heart into their work.
I don't vote for stuff I don't watch.
Okay, and they're like, I hope Del Tufo just watches this so he can vote.
I just do stuff I watch because Brockman called me out this morning. He's like, you didn't even watch half the shows. And he knows, and I won't vote. I do the sound.
I was going to say, on this list, Mike, you only watch Succession.
It's like,
no, I saw Squid Game.
We got this
Squid Game. I watched.
We got this ballot here from a Mike Del Tufo. It says best drama series, Real Housewives of Salt Lake.
Actually, I thought this was a good chance for us to talk about Winning Time because Winning Time was shut out. They only got nominated for a cinematography Emmy, but nothing for best show. No supporting actor. I kind of thought John C. Reilly was going to be a lock for best actor here. Not nominated. What did you think of Winning Time? Because we've talked a lot about it on this show.
Yeah, I got a lot of issues with Winning Time, to be honest, because the way that the train left the station was they optioned Jeff Pearlman's award-winning book, Showtime, which was about what happened with the 80s Lakers. That is a factual account of what happened.
Yep.
They used that to get everybody rallied around the project to start the train to leave the station in Hollywood. And then they get to this endpoint where it's Adam McKay's kind of interpretation and stuff that didn't happen, and they're making fun of certain people. And, you know, to have Kareem and Jerry West come out and be so angry about the show. I understand that sometimes real life people can feel like some facts were changed or altered for dramatic license. But I mean, the letter that Kareem wrote in the Hollywood Reporter, how can you watch that show and celebrate it? It's a fun time, sure. And Adrian Brody's great as Pat Riley. And it's really awesome to watch the things you love come to life in scripted form. Like, I love NBA basketball. I love the marketing of NBA basketball. So to see the stories behind the scenes, I thought it was very cool. But what happens is you don't know what's true or what's not true, and you don't have to recreate history. It's okay to have some dramatic license, but to have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar come out and be like, how dare you do this? That, I think, tainted the show in the eyes of a lot of voters like Del Tufo.
I think for me, we've talked a lot about it, TJ, but I think for me, the fact that those guys were so strongly against it just kind of reaffirmed that it was true and it really all happened.
That was Chris's take on it.
They were just kind of pissed that it's
but
really
Kareem says you have me cursing at a child. Like, I would never do that. That's a real character assassination.
I don't know about that. I mean, Kareem was a pretty surly guy by all accounts back in the day, you know.
But I don't know in that particular case if you would have told the little kid to go, bleep off. But
maybe not. But it was really funny to see that.
Exactly.
It was really funny. You know? But like Jerry West is
little.
talking about how I never did XYZ. Well, you wrote about it in your own book that you did all those things. So I mean, you forgot what you wrote in your autobiography. But I just thought that it was great. It was great to see. I had a big issue with changing really dumb things like facts, like Kareem, like in one of the episodes in the first game of the year, they said Kareem had 30 and 10. Well, he had 29 and 10. Like, that's a really simple thing that you don't have to embellish. Like, changing when the games were played on the road trip. Like, you didn't go from Detroit to Boston to Washington. You did it here. Like, you played the Celtics earlier in the year. Like, it was really simple stuff, facts that they didn't really need to change, that I can go back literally on Basketball Reference and look at these things. I can see the box scores, the date, the actual score of the game. Why were you changing that?
I think that's artistic liberty right there.
Well, I have a theory about Laker fans out here. From working in Los Angeles and being on the radio here, I was on the station of the Lakers for 10 years or so. Laker fans love the Lakers, and they know everything about the Lakers. They don't really care about the rest of the NBA. They don't really care about the rest of basketball. They're not hoopers. They're Laker fans. It's a different energy.
No, you're wrong about that. They hate the Clippers.
Yes, I know that.
They love the Lakers. They hate the Clippers.
They hate
the Warriors. So that's not necessary. Like, that's always my argument about Cowboys fans, because everyone has an opinion about Cowboys fans. We're the worst fans, this, that, and the third. You haven't won. But I've always maintained that the thing about Cowboys fans, at least me and the people I know, is we don't care about any team other than the Cowboys. but yet everybody else has an opinion on the Cowboys. So it's kind of like the
It's
same
nice
thing.
of you to take this Laker winning time conversation and make it about you and the Cowboys.
Well,
By the way,
I thought we were
watch
just
that
having an
series.
open conversation, and I didn't know that,
Would much rather watch that series, TJ. I'd rather watch a scripted series about the Cowboys in the 90s.
well, guess who wrote that book?
Yeah, Jeff
Perlman.
Perlman.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
He also,
writing the Bo
and
Jackson
Perlman
book
almost
now,
wrote
too.
one about the Mets, so I'm good either way. We want to do the Mets.
That's what moved me out here to LA. I don't know if you guys know that about me. I was trying to
book?
make a scripted TV show about the 80s Mets, and that got shut down by Major League Baseball real quick.
86 Mets, best team of all time.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So not a
Bunch
winning
of rock
time
stars.
fan, basically, is what we're getting at.
It's okay. It was fun. It was fine.
Yeah.
Basically,
Perfectly
it's a TV
enjoyable.
show.
Doesn't need to be nominated for anything.
Oh, really? You didn't like John C's
Entertaining.
performance as Jerry Buss?
I don't know who else is nominated for lead actor. I don't want to take it away from somebody else. That's what people do oftentimes when they say, he was snubbed, she was overlooked. I'm like, okay, well, then take it away from someone else.
I tell you one thing that I thought was great, and I tweeted this out back in February. I don't know if you watch Euphoria, but Zendaya, there was one episode in particular where I said, give her every championship, every trophy, an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, a Tony, a Heisman, a Lombardi, a Slammy, the Stanley Cup, the MTV Award, the Webby, the Universal Undisputed WWE Championship. Give them all to Zendaya.
Give it all to Zendaya. I love
Euphoria,
it.
she's
More
great.
show coming up next. Ben Lyons in for Rich.
Yeah, I don't know who you take out. The best actor in a drama series were, well, I guess was Winning Time a drama, or is that considered a comedy? Probably drama. Jason Bateman, Brian Cox, Lee Jung-jae from Squid Game, Bob Odenkirk, Adam Scott, Jeremy Strong. Yeah, I don't know who gets
Who you
taken.
taking out?
Who you
You
taking
got to
out
tell
there?
somebody to stay
Nobody.
home.
I mean, you could add an eighth guy, I guess.
Severance is the show that I love.
Time out, Ben. I'm sorry, not to interrupt. Chris Brockman's biggest pet peeve about me, right, when I do my top 5 lists, is if I have the audacity to just not be able to choose between 2, so I'll just add an extra one, he flips out. Now this guy's saying there's 7. Why don't we just give him 8? So make up. You can't have it both ways. You can't get mad at me when I add an extra
I
one.
can actually.
DJ,
Because
DJ.
And you get mad every
the
time I do it.
nominations aren't the top 5. Here are the top 5.
But
the
they
best
have a
5.
number, and that's the number that they go
No, they
with.
don't. It changes every year. They nominate whoever they want.
Well, if that's the case, then I take back. No, I don't take back what I said. I stand by it.
Take back what you said because they're erroneous. Erroneous on all counts.
Flag on the play.
Quick, make this about the Cowboys. Go.
Well, the Cowboys are going to go, I
Wow.
think, 12-6. 12, no, I don't
How many
even know.
games? Do you know how many
Settle
games?
down
this
just a
season
little
is?
bit.
There's a great documentary
together.
about the history of the Cowboys cheerleaders that I thought was very good a couple years ago. And I would love to see a Jeff Perlman adapted, like scripted series about the 90s Cowboys. I think that would be really good.
I was trying
Oh,
to,
please.
Chris, I
That'd
was
be
trying to remember
amazing.
what I
I'm in.
predicted the record to be, and I couldn't even remember what
no.
wait, 11
We wrote it
and,
down
did I say
somewhere.
11 wins, I think?
11-7 seems about right for Dallas.
Well, plus, you always say Rich likes to make it about himself, and he wasn't here, so I just figured I'd jump in there.
What were
and
the best comedies?
take
What were the best comedy nominations?
I don't know.
Oh, there we got it. All right.
Like big issue. Are you watching Barry?
Yeah, I like Barry.
But it's not a comedy.
No, it's not. It's very dark and
Nothing
disturbing.
about it is funny.
A kid from my high school class. Shout out to
Lasso
Matteo.
wins this.
Shout out to
Oh,
Matteo
amazing.
Borghese. He wrote Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, nice.
Class
Very
of
fun
2000
show.
collegiate
This is
represent.
Ted Lasso's running away, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hacks is funny.
20-something nominations.
Abbott Elementary is really funny. I don't know if you guys have seen that on ABC. It's funny. But Ted Lasso's probably.
Hey, shout out to Curb. Nice to see something go Larry David's way.
Finally.
Finally, after all these years.
Yeah, I
took
think that
what,
guy's got a
30
lot of
plus
success.
years.
A lot of success in front of him.
Yeah, poor guy.